Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to solve illustration on cost sheet. Let's begin. Titwala Manufacturing Company submits the following information on 31st March 2022. Particulars, amount. Sales for the year is given 2,75,000. Inventories at the beginning of the year means beginning of the year. Finished goods 7,000, work in progress 4,000, purchase of raw material for the year 1,10,000 rupees, raw material at the beginning of the year 3,000, raw material at the end of the year 4,000 rupees, direct labor 95,000, and factory overheads was 60% of direct labor. Next, inventories at the end of the year were work in progress 6,000, finished goods 8,000 rupees. These are the closing one. Other expenses are given: selling expenses 10% of sales, administrative expenses 8% of sales. And they have asked us to prepare a statement of cost. So now first we are going to write the statement of cost. Cost sheet of Titwala Manufacturing Company as on 31st March 2022. So students, we are going to make particulars, amount. And we are going to write the standard format: opening stock of raw material, add purchases of raw material, less closing stock of raw material. Then we are going to get net material consumed. Then in net material consumed, we are going to add direct labor, and we are going to add direct expenses. So we'll get prime cost. After prime cost, we are going to add work factory overheads, add opening stock of work in progress, less closing stock of WIP. Then we'll get work cost. In work cost, we are going to add office and administration overheads. So we'll get cost of production. In cost of production, we are going to add opening stock of finished goods less closing stock of finished good. So we'll get cost of goods sold. Then in cost of goods sold, we are going to add selling and distribution overheads. So we'll get total cost of sales. In total cost of sales, either we'll get the profit or we'll get the loss. And the last one is sales. So let's do the question, students. Now sales is given 2,75,000 rupees. So in the column, we are going to write sales. Sales is already written. Amount is 2,75,000 rupees. We're going to post the entry one by one. Then next one is inventories at the beginning of the year were. Inventories at the beginning, finished goods is given. It means what? Opening stock of finished goods, because beginning. So finished goods opening. So here we'll write opening. Then work in progress. Obviously, this is also opening. So we are going to write the amount also. Finished goods opening. So you can see in the format, finished goods is written opening stock of finished good, and amount is given student 7,000 rupees. So we'll write 7,000 rupees here in front of opening stock of finished goods. Then next one is work in progress. Work in progress is given 4,000 rupees. So we'll write work in progress. See here, at work and factory overheads, add opening stock of work in progress. Opening stock of work in progress is given 4,000 rupees. So we'll write 4,000 here. Next. Next is given purchases of raw material. Purchases of raw material for the year. This means this is going to go in raw material. So here we'll write purchases of raw material, and in purchase amount is given 1,10,000 rupees. So we'll write 1,10,000 rupees in the inner column, because this is the format of opening stock of raw material, add purchases of raw material and less closing stock of raw material. Then we'll get net material consumed. That's why this information we are going to write in the inner column. Next is given what? Raw material at the beginning of the year. It means what? Opening 3,000 rupees. So see, first item, opening stock of raw material, amount is given 3,000 rupees. I hope you are understanding. Next, raw material at the end of the year. It means closing stock of raw material. It means what? Closing stock of raw material. So we'll write 4,000 rupees closing stock of raw material. And wherever we are going to write this in the bracket, because this we are going to less from the total. Next one is direct labor. Direct labor is given student 95,000 rupees. So next one is direct labor. We are going to write 95,000 rupees in the outer column. Then we'll have factory overheads was 60% of the direct labor. 60% of direct labor means add work and factory overheads. 60% of direct labor. 60% of direct labor. 60% of direct labor. Amount is given 95,000 rupees. So 60% of 95,000 rupees. 60% of 95,000 rupees. So we'll get 57,000. So we'll write 57,000 in the outer column. Then next one is inventories at the end of the year were. It means work in progress, closing. This both closing, work in progress and finished goods. Work in progress 6,000 rupees and finished good 8,000. So we'll write work in progress closing stock of WIP. We'll write 6,000 rupees as 6,000 is given in the question. So we'll less this, and inventories are given. Yes, inventories of finished goods 8,000 rupees. So we'll write 8,000 here. Then the last part is other expenses. Other expenses are also given in the question. Selling expenses is given 10% of sales. Selling expenses. So we'll see selling expenses. Selling expenses is 10% of sales. 10% of sales, and sales amount is 2,75,000. So we'll write 2,75,000. 10% is 27,500. Last, administrative expenses, office and administrative expenses, 8% of sales. So we'll see 8% of sales, office and administrative expenses, 8% of sales, and sales is given 2,75,000. If we'll do 8% of 2,75,000, so we'll get 22,000 as amount. Now nothing is left in the question, just we are going to add opening stock of raw material 3,000 rupees, add purchases of raw material 1,10,000, less closing stock of raw material, we are going to deduct 4,000. So the amount is 1,09,000. This is what net material consumed. This is net material consumed. We'll write here 1,09,000 in front of net material consumed. Then direct expenses. Direct expenses is not given in the question. So we'll write nil. And we are going to add this. 1,09,000 rupees plus 95,000 is 2,04,000. Then we are going to add the amount 57,000 plus 4,000. And then we'll less this 6,000. So we'll get the work cost as 2,59,000 rupees. Then in 2,59,000, we are going to add 22,000. If we'll add 22,000, then we'll get 2,81,000 rupees. Then in 2,81,000, we'll add 7,000 and we are going to less 8,000 rupees. Then we'll have 2,80,000 rupees. After this, add selling and distribution expenses 27,500. If we'll add 2,80,000 plus 27,500, so we'll get 3,07,500 rupees. Now you can see students. Total cost is 3,07,000 and we sold in 2,75,000. So here is a loss. Here is a loss of 32,500 rupees. Here we have completed the sum. Thank you.